It should work. I ain't gotta wear this shit no more. Take this shit off. I need to get me a blue joint. God damn, this red shit. All right, we back. We back. Cool. Yeah, I had to restart my phone and shit. I do everything off my phone. So yeah, I had to restart my shit. But it's good because as soon as I did, my lady called me. So it would have been, we'd have fucked this up anyway. Like I was saying, conversation skills are very important. And this is what I was thinking while I was restarting my stream. Emotions get thrown into conversations because when you feel passionately about something and you don't know how to discipline that part of yourself, the whole message, the whole energy of the conversation can go left. You know what I'm saying? And this is also what I'm learning because, like I said, I'm aggressive. I gotta understand how to, not how to, but when to be aggressive and when to fall back. I'm not a fallback person. I'm on offense most of the time. Simply Sam Ross, Rhonda, peace, queens, peace, peace. Yeah, we back, man. I had to figure this shit out. StreamYard acts goofy sometimes, but I wanted the family to be able to. Matter of fact, hold up. I know how to get y'all on here if you want to get on here. Let me get it. If you would like to talk, it's behind doors. Not behind doors, but ain't no camera necessary. Just conversation to build with me. I'm setting the link in the chat. You hear my kids? They can't handle them zombies. That should jump on the Discord and just jump on voice chat and come holla at me. I'm gonna jump in there now. So if y'all jump on, I'm in here. Yeah. Hey, if you got a blue wrench, put him on timeout. If you got a blue wrench, put him in timeout. Oh, damn. If you got a wrench, I hope you timed him out. His name is Killer Gates. Sit him down. I told you last stream it ain't one of them parties. We coming in here and we chopping game. That's what we doing. We not doing that shit. You ain't been here before. We not doing that. So if I get a thumbs down on this video, I know who it was. It's cool. I appreciate you stopping through. See how my conversation skills were just beautiful right there, right? Okay, Chucky Fresh. Peace, peace. Chucky Fresh, you in here.
We see the future. Peace, God.
Peace, God. We building on conversation skills and the importance of. You dig what I'm saying?
I can dig it. I can dig it. A lot of these situations, like you were saying, as far as the debates go, I think both parties be right. It's the ego.
Yeah.
That fuels a lot of these, I guess you could say, disputes, and that's when the knowledge, the build and the knowledge share becomes just like a dog and pony show.
Right.
Like, it starts to be the beating the chest instead of the information. And that's why I see it go wrong. Like, I don't even do the debates no more. I don't watch them. I go and get the information on my own. It's not that they're not giving anything valid. It just seems to be this like macho almost war of words. I'm smarter than you.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, that's not what we came here for. We came here to learn, gather different perspectives from different people.
That's
so
it.
We can add that to our mental.
That's right. Absolutely. And I've been that person. You see what I'm saying? I've been the person that, motherfucker, what I say is law. Why ain't you listening type? You see what I'm saying? I didn't have that understanding.
What you're saying, though, not to cut you off, God.
Oh no, go ahead.
Saying, I feel like it's a lot. Okay, this is me. You might agree as well.
Y'all can hit that link and jump in here with us.
Once I started walking this path, I had love for my people, and I wanted my people to get the same perspectives and understanding that I got,
right?
Because they weren't given to us, bro. I tell people all the time, black people are the only people born on this earth that have to go find their culture and find themselves.
Man.
And it's frustrating.
It is.
Every other nationality in this world, somebody's kicking gems and knowledge to customs and culture and what they used to do. You gotta go on this Wizard of Oz trip to find it by yourself.
Absolutely.
So it kind of angers me when people don't want to.
Right. I already know what you see. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I was saying. You know, it's like, come on, man. But some people will argue it to the death, and like you said, the ego. It's like, okay, I had to learn, and I'm still learning because you come across new people and different type of perspectives all the time, and emotional type of people. I'm still learning that. No matter how passionate I am to get our folks together mentally, because it starts in the mind. And no matter how much I try to do that, it's always going to be somebody it don't matter. It's going to be somebody against it. It's going to be somebody who's hard-headed. Devon, go upstairs, sir. You go. Marley, take your brother. Okay. Sorry about that. Daddy duty. But it is as passionate as I want to be. It seems like, and I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it at all, black folks can only take it from the white man.
Man, that's a fact.
It's a fact of life.
That's a fact.
And see, even people, there's still people who will argue that. And it's like, all right, whatever. It just seems like you want to be against whatever I'm going to say. And sometimes it's because people are used to you. You know, they're used to who you are, so they don't value your opinion as much as they would if you was like a fresh person to them. You know what I'm saying? Normalcy. Like, okay, I expect you to be like this. I know what you be on. So whatever you say, I'm just in one ear out the other. That happens in my family a lot. It's crazy. Let me read some. What's up, Coach Dude? Appreciate you stopping by, God. Peace. Oh yeah, the family is in attendance today. Holiday, all I hit like when I entered the house. There we go, D Rose. One of the two is going to stay in their pettiness. Yeah, yeah. Rhonda said, one of the two is going to stay in their pettiness. When we spoke on the ego, and whose ego is bigger? Let me show you how right I can be and how wrong you are. And it's like, no, we're here to build wisdom, not build ignorance. If you disagree with me, at least tell me why so we can build on the perspectives necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying, but I find it hard to talk to people who are like that, who just, that's the one thing with me, God. If we're building, and I know what I'm talking about, and I'm showing proof, I've even had people say, oh, just because you got books, you can't believe a book. And I'm like, see, that's where you're wrong. I don't just read one book. You think I'm just taking one book? Exactly. There you go. Thank you. This is my first time on your live. I heard you on True Life's channel. I like your channel. Appreciate it, P. Trimble 456. I appreciate you stopping by, God. Shout out to True Life Stories, True Fam. And I'm talking about the True Fam. I appreciate y'all. If you smoke, put one in the air. If you drink, toast today for the fallen. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, Coach. And I definitely, come on. I keep one roll. We can agree to disagree and remain cool. If you go to the about section of my channel, I say, just because we disagree does not make us enemies. We can disagree, but it's how you disagree. It's what you disagree on. You know, if it's something that is understood already by the world or whatever, you shouldn't be disagreeing. But if you do, it's like, you're doing this on purpose at this point. To me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I did not dislike, I actually like the stream. That's what I'm talking about, Killer Gates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Killer. Look, this is your first time on my stream. You know, we're newly acquainted family. This ain't one of them channels where you could just, you know, hey, get me to these subs, sub to my channel. We not doing that over here. You got to come over here for a minute to be able to do some shit like that. But till then, just enjoy the conversation. Jump in on it. If you got some opinions on it, let us know, you know. We here to just build, God. That's all we're doing. And I could not hear your last stream. Yeah, my last stream was, StreamYard was fucking up for me. Streamlabs is what I'm on now. It usually gives me about an hour before it starts fucking up on me. So we good for a minute. But appreciate you, Chucky. I do. I appreciate this build, man. Because words are powerful, man. Presentation means a lot. It's like business. When I was in business doing the shit that I wasn't supposed to, it was all about presentation. And that translates in the building knowledge. It definitely translates there because I want to get the message across. I want to get the point across. Obviously, if we're in a conversation, I'm trying to do that. But if I'm presented wrong, it'll never make it to you. And I'm learning that, you know. I'm learning that every day.
It's one thing I wanted to say to you, too. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, not at all, God. Go ahead.
That passion that you say that you be trying to control, in my opinion, don't lose that.
Oh, absolutely.
In my opinion, it's what's the word I want to say? It brings an air of authenticity. Not to say that somebody who don't give it up how you give it up doesn't have that, but you being you, and if anybody upset or disagree with the way that you deliver stuff, they gotta take that up with them because you're your authentic self.
Now I see what you're saying. Absolutely agree. And I feel
like they go a long way.
It does. You know, if I'm sitting here talking like a drone and just you're not gonna feel it. You know, the words are there, but the energy's not. And I agree with you. The authenticity means a whole lot. You know, would you rather have a motherfucker that's just trying to pour shit in your head or trying to really feed you food for thought? I would take the food for thought. You know.
Exactly. That's why I love Tupac. It's not just his words. He made you feel
absolutely
what he was saying.
Absolutely.
And that goes, to me, they go the extra mile. Like, I'm not just saying it's the only way, but one way I can kind of gauge real shit. When I read some things, you know, them goosebumps you get when you hear something good.
Every time I read a book.
Reading information. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's sometimes stuff, like, words can do it, but sometimes stuff just speaks to your soul, dog. And I feel like we don't even be discerning that. It's like, but like you said, a Caucasian can say it, and you believe it word for word.
Word for word.
But let one of your brothers sisters tell you, and you wanna
doubt.
You wanna audit.
Yeah.
Their scholarship.
And that's where the frustration lies too, man. It's like, I understand why you gotta hear from the white boy. I understand it. Don't mean I agree with it, but I understand why it gotta come from him. But why can't it come from your homie down the street, one of your partners who be on his square? I dig the mentality of self-hate, self-doubt that reflects upon our community. I understand it, but it's like, okay, this is what I say, because the elders, this is how they gave us the game. They'll give you game, and at the end of the conversation, they'll say, now go check it and prove me a liar. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell people. Whatever I say, sir, Quinda. Whatever I say, go. If you don't believe me, okay, but for conversation's sake, let's build on it. Later on, you need to go and make sure I'm telling the truth. I don't want you to believe shit. And I think that authenticity right there, nobody's going to say that if they know they're lying to you or they know they're mistaken. Go check that shit out. You feel me? This little boy crazy, man. And so all these aspects, I believe, make for a better person in conversation. Because it's called build. We are building. You know, we're building. If you have the information, I'm the type to listen. If I disagree, I'm secretly looking it up and checking it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. Fact check a motherfucker, but always be open to your homies, to your folks, to your people. And I got a whole conversation I want to talk about, and we're gonna have to have StreamYard. We gotta have StreamYard because I know it's gonna bother people. Let me ask you now though. Do you think race first is a problem? And listen, hold up. Before you answer, when I say the term race, I'm using it loosely because I understand and I know race doesn't exist, right? We get that. But I'm talking in the tongues of my people so we can all get the understanding. Do you think race first is a problem?
As far as what? In what connotation are you asking? As far as just a conversation?
Yeah, just a conversation, because you'll hear white folks say, oh, we don't want to mix with your kind and shit like that. And people will get mad at that. Me personally, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem in any aspect. You should always be race first. That's called survival. To me.
Exactly.
To me.
Exactly. And I dig that. And I feel like you're right. And what you're saying. But I feel like a lot of us don't know who we are.
Absolutely.
So we take it from anybody.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But the people that look, like you said, it's a program.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
the people who look like us doubt us the most.
Skin folk ain't always your kin folk. Yeah.
We only do that with us. I only see that with us. I see every other race of people big each other up, congratulate each other, support each other. Oh, there's some information I can use. I'm going to take it for you. I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
We be on this audit system. and I feel like they come from self-hate.
Self-hate.
Period.
Something we were taught. We were taught that shit.
You hate yourself.
Yep.
Innately. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you hate yourself until you put in a situation where you can put the mirror up or somebody put it up for you.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm giving you the floor with this.
And a lot of us run from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can agree with what you were saying. Like, I can take a cosines.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to get on that soon, too.
People fear what they don't understand.
Agree.
We don't know why they fear what they fear. That's crazy.
Right. Straight up. Miss Lakers, peace, queen. Peace. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. We just chopping game. Let me see if I can pin that link so people can jump on. But you got the floor until I get this together, God.
I mean, I can go. It's like, and another thing.
There we go.
A lot of things that we're fearful and we're afraid of, we've been programmed to fear.
Yeah, we were taught a lot of this shit, for real.
Yeah, in my journey, a lot of the things that we've been quote unquote programmed to fear, it's because the powers that be know it's power in that.
Man.
They know where the real power is.
Come on now.
So they're going to keep you scared of the real power due to your ignorance.
By definition, people, this is not a diss on nobody. Ignorance by definition.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up.
This ain't no individuality.
Right.
Nobody. I'm just saying, period.
Absolutely.
The homie B-Dot said, he a rapper, I love him.
Oh, yeah.
The guy said, who that knows all of your history has the power to destroy you instantly.
Come on now.
Because you don't know your own shit.
Control the mind, control the body. Control the minds, control the people.
Exactly. They know your shit better than you do. And you disagreeing, got all these feelings, these egotistical remarks, because you don't know.
Yeah.
When somebody try to tell you something, your nose stuck up, I don't believe you, I don't believe that. But what do you know or believe? And I don't even like using the word believe.
Right.
Etymology, we can break that down.
Right.
I'm just saying it for the sake of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know nothing, like you said, you're an observer. And I've been like this all my life. I feel like I'm Hall of Fame people watching.
Man, I'm with you. I'm with you.
A lot of people that don't observe and have something to say, in my opinion, don't know much. You have to be able to soak up game before you can kick it.
Man.
The first time you see somebody, the first time you jump into a cipher of any type of build of knowledge share, and you the first person to want to say something, that's an itch that you might need to scratch somewhere else.
That's it.
Go and get some knowledge, and then come back to the party with something to say.
Yep.
Don't just speak for the sake of speaking, or don't just speak because you want to be heard.
That's it.
Shit.
Yeah, that's it, man. And that's what I tried. I think I said that on the first stream before I had to cut it. If I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm not saying shit. I'm in a lot of streams, and there'll be times where you'll see me talking a lot, and then you'll see me shut the fuck up. And that's because whatever the conversation is now, I don't know. It ain't my lane, but I'm gonna study it up. You know. I appreciate you. The way you just built on that, I appreciate it. But we're gonna keep it going with that. You gotta study something. If you don't know what to, a lot of people are comfortable in what they've been trained to know. A lot of people in general are only basing their perspectives off of what they've been trained to believe. And I don't like believe, but we're just talking, you know. I was trained by white teachers. My pastor preacher was white people's. The people who have the power and dominion, or so I thought, is all white folks. So I'm being trained to only believe that. Nothing else is being promoted to me. This is ignorance by definition, not by disrespect. And you might have a conversation, and this is how it started with me. I was ignorant. I was a very ignorant person. I was doing ignorant shit. I had ignorant perspectives, everything. And one of the OGs I've told this story, but I'm gonna sum it up. One of the OGs looked at me and was like, "You was an ignorant ass nigga for real. You always gonna be a dummy." And I did not like the disrespect. I did not like the feeling of being a dummy. And so from there, I just got on my P's and Q's. I got blessed by the game to see the DVD series called Hidden Colors. I was just blessed. It was a timeline of events. If you don't know what Hidden Colors is, it's like the elementary level of understanding, but it gets you on the right path, right? And so from there, I just went up, and the more I started to understand and overstand and understand myself, the more these illusions and the ignorance I was able to see. I could see that I was a part of the problem, but I could also see why I would be that way. You know, when you're in, and I had a debate. You know who Danny Myers is if you know who B-Dot is, right? Chucky, or See the Future, I mean. Well, anyway, there's a gentleman, he had a live stream called, his name is Danny Myers, and they were speaking on the culture. Do black folks have, I forgot what the title was, but anyway, he was talking about how black folks should be indebted to white people because white people built everything. No, not right now, not right now. I'm talking on the phone, go beat up your sisters. Don't hurt them, though, don't hurt them. Just go beat them up. And I spoke to him and I said that as it stands right now, black folks don't have a culture. We're culture vultures. And people didn't understand what I was saying at that time. And what I'm saying is, you know, in this landmass, this corporate landmass, the culture is of the vultures or the oppressors or whoever you want to call it. That's the culture we live in. And we live by it. So we're eating off of their culture. Divine. Go upstairs, sir. Until we know ourselves, we gotta break that loop. That's the generational curse. You know, it's not specifically rap music and gang banging and bullshit. It's ignorance. That's the generational curse. It's ignorance. Know yourself. Study yourself. put in that time, and then I believe you back. Hold on, I got to get them together. Once you know yourself, you'll start to see the lies that you've been trained to believe. You know, when I speak on race first, that's what it details. I got to get myself and my peoples together. Everybody else around me is winning in some degree that we're not. And what we do a lot is complain and protest and do dumb shit. I understand to get your point across, but at the same time, you got to put action here. It starts here. Divine, let me mute my mic because I'm about to yell at this boy. My bad, y'all. I had to get my son together. But it takes, you know, you got to, that marching, protesting shit is annoying. It ain't going to solve shit. It ain't going to solve shit. It's just going to cause attention for a brief second because the rest of our people is just going to brush over that for the next celebrity gossip and whatever the fuck. We got to snap out of it. In this landmass, if you grew up in this landmass, you were educated by a foreign system. We have foreign principles and concepts. A lot of us are striving to get back to where we need to get back, and we'll, you know, and that's commendable. But it's a each one reach one situation. And this is where the conversation build, the skills have to come from. A lot of our folks is lost mentally, spiritually, in many aspects. And so you're going to come off almost like you're attacking their morals and character when it's not the case. It's just, you know, you lost. I gotta laugh to keep you know what I'm saying, to keep the energy up. But this is all I'm saying. That's one reason I fuck with you, King House family, man. Also, I don't know what I would do without my wife and 2 months. Listen, 3 girls and a boy. We outnumbered. Me and him outnumbered out this motherfucker. But this is my goal. This is my treasure. You feel me? My family is, and that's just what it is, man. But I was very fortunate to go to a school that promoted African education. By 3rd grade, I knew about Ra and the sun god Egyptians, the countries in Africa. That's dope. That is dope. And that's another thing. Motherfuckers will say like Egypt in the context that it's not in Africa. Like, motherfucker, are you serious? But anyway, we're taught under a foreign rule, perspective, and understanding. This is the strategy of war. It is the strategy of war. You control the mind, you control the body, you control the minds, you control the peoples. And so a lot of our peoples are heavily saturated with foreign understanding about themselves. You know, it's the foreigner, and I call him the white boy the foreigner because he's a foreigner, and that's just what it is. But the foreigner, he and she, they trained. It's called education to people who don't understand. That's training. It's not education. Trained us in their ways. You know, they have a disdain for us, so they instilled that in us against each other. It's divide and conquer. It's not on a physical level, it's on a mental level, you know. And so when you bring these things up in conversation, like my conversations don't be about bullshit ever. I don't conversate about stupid shit. I ain't got time. But when you bring these things up, people get little, you know what I'm saying? They get real little on you. They get scary. They look at you like a bad person for bringing it up. Well, motherfucker, I'ma just have to be that way because this shit needs addressed, period. Psychological warfare. Come on now. That's what religion does as well. Look, I got a couple videos on religion, so, you know. Psychological operation, absolutely. And so, you know, this race first thing, they even gave us that idea. That's the word I was looking for. Idea. Race is an idea. It's a created idea. It came around in like the 1750s, 1850s, something like that. You know, they instilled race, you know. But you got to understand how the foreigners play, you know. They gave us good games, shit like the 33 Strategies of War, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, 48 Laws of Power. Like, they gave the blueprints. They showed you how to get down. I got a book called Dark Operations, the strategies and tactics of manipulation and psychological warfare. And then I got a book called Guerrilla Warfare. Like, you got to read up on war. So social studies was my thing. I might fail in everything. You know, I didn't go to school. I was a demon at one point. But social studies was my choice, you know. I love to hear about the war. You learn a lot, the reasons why, the strategies. And then you see how the foreigners came about. And you see that the blueprints are there. Our people, it's a motherfucker, man. That ego that was placed on us and saturated will have your family and your friends not listen to you. Oh, I gotta jump off. See the future. I think you can't hear me because Discord acting up. I'm about to jump out and jump back in. Yeah, that pin link. If you go to that link right there, you can just voice talk. People can hear it, you know. All right, I think I'm good to go, God. Should be able to hear me. But yeah. God, they only give it to us after they're done using it against us. You know? Yeah, see the future. I'm in here trying to, I don't know why it's not working. Oh, okay, hold up. I know why it's not working. All right, now we should be good. We should be good. And so when I hear people say, you can't believe everything you read in a book, it's like, well, you know, I don't mean to be an asshole, but if you're under any religion, that's what you're doing. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. And do you know how to cross-reference, cross-check multiple sources, primary sources, secondary sources, and supporting sources? No, I don't know nothing about that. Okay, then. Don't make the accusation that you can't learn anything from a book. I've had people say that to me. And there's a saying that says, if you want to keep information from black folks, put the information in a book, because niggas don't read. They read memes. They read Facebook posts. You know, that's what they read. Magazines. And see the stereotype. I know a whole bunch of intelligent black men and women and children. You know, black children develop way quicker than white kids. Would be killed for knowing how to read, should tell people, our people, so much, but we don't pay attention. We don't we don't perceive. A lot of our folks don't perceive it in the manner that we're understanding. You know, Yoruba and Comedics, yeah. Get back to the source. Get back to the source. Learn my art. You know, things like that. Before the foreign concept came about, before the foreign influence came about. Once that happened, and you're mixing understandings of self, you're going to be confused. You're going to, depending on how that attack goes and how it went with us, we're going to only be able to perceive. All right, y'all chill out for a minute. Let's see what I'm talking about. I was homeschooling. I homeschool my children and now grandchildren. Y'all chill out for a minute. Yeah, I don't know why this is. Let me get this together. I'm gonna get this together. See the future. I'm gonna get this shit together. We was chopping game. Let me restart Discord. See the future. But yeah, that's it's like I've done videos on this. It's a parasite type of situation, and we're the hosts. You know, there's little bugs that can make other bugs do whatever the fuck they want. That's zombie bugs and shit. That's what it is. We live in zombie land. I've said that a million times. Zombie land. And if you watch Z Nation, there were zombies, and then there were smart zombies that could at least talk and comprehend and shit. That's what we dealing with. I'm more focused on the zombies. Because I'm already halfway done with the zombies that can talk. They're called talkers or some shit. We live in zombie land. Watch TV, it's white. Watch the, I just said all that. Watch the commercials, it's white. Go to school, see who's teaching your kid. Most likely, it's a white kid. It's or a white woman. It's just look everywhere. And then they'll say stupid shit, these foreigners. And I'm not talking about you motherfuckers that ain't like what I'm talking about. If the shoe don't fit, shut up. White folks, any other folks. It's motherfuckers that say, well, if you don't like it, go back. And I'll be like, I'll just laugh at that. Go back. Look up the word American and you tell me. You tell me. I'm just curious. Go back. What the fuck are you talking about? See, that's ignorance. Oh man, you can't be talking like that. You sound like you always dissing our. There we go. It works now. Let me drop the link again. There we go. And a lot of people are scared to talk like this. They don't want to talk about shit like this because, you know, religion, sex, politics, certain taboos you shouldn't talk about. Shit like this. No, that ain't me. If you disagree, I respect that like a motherfucker. But come and talk to me about it. Check out Baba Rashan. He was on Trigger's show the other day. An elder that informs us and inspires us. See, I'm up for all that. If you want to jump on, it works now. It should work now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go. I am home, now deal with it. Exactly. That's what it is. And a lot of our folks don't get that. They think Egypt, and I got to take it back here. They think Egypt is its own specific spot. Like, when you talk about Egypt, they'll talk about Egyptians. Like, that's it? No. You know the wealth of history Africa has. You know where Egypt still is because it can't move. You know what I'm saying? But this was taught by us that Egypt was its own specific spot, and it all started in Egypt. And that's a bunch of bullshit. But at least you know Egypt. I feel it. At least you know Egypt. It's a start, you know?
It is. They think that we were just there when if you look deep enough.
Man, come on.
Everywhere. And then a lot of things. Okay, let me say something to what you're saying as far as the race thing.
Yes, sir.
I feel like black people, we only look at ourselves as black. Like, we gotta look at the word melanated. Excuse me, fam.
Yep.
The Mayans, the Olmecs,
Come on.
Mexicans, whatever you want to say, we all the same. And if you look at the teachings, they say that. The powers that be separated us, dog. We didn't do that to ourselves, but that's what I say. Like me and you build all the time. If you go get the knowledge, you'll see. It's all fake.
It's there.
It's all fake.
And it's all there. It's not like they're hiding this information.
No, but also I said in the comments, like you said about some of these books they give us, they only give us these books after they done running the game on us.
Yep. This is why it's so important.
So you're reading something thinking you're getting put up on something, but really you in second place using old tactics, so to speak.
Come on. This is the thing. This is the importance of study. You know, it's not about just reading the first or second article that Google says. That's crazy to even do. You really got to get in there because once you get in there, you'll understand. And I've had this argument with people. You tell me how you feel about it as well. I've had people tell me, well, you're only reading what the white boys say. No, I'm not. But at the same time, hear me out. I'm reading everything from everybody. You see, you can't be specific and focus on one group of people. Like, I'm only going to listen to black scholars. Like black folks can't lie to black folks or have misinformation.
Don't get paid to lie
Come
to
on
black
now.
folks.
You'd be surprised how many, and I'm using these terms loosely, but you'll be surprised how many European scientists, authors are really telling the truth and giving up the game. But if you have the focus of, oh, I'm not listening to the white folks, or I'm not listening to black folks, I'm only listening to white folks, or I'm not listening to
You
white
in
folks,
last
you're
place.
gonna be fucked up. That's another game that got played on you. Another game that gets played on you. Yeah, right. I'm listening to Europeans. I'm listening to, and I know we're using these terms loosely. Hear me out. I'm listening to Europeans. I'm listening to Indians. I'm listening to Asians. I'm listening to black folks, African folks, Egyptian folks. What? All of that. That's what I'm saying. You got to do that because that's how you cross-reference, cross-compare. That's how you compare notes and study. Where is it? You know what I'm saying? These are important things to do. Once again, this comes with understanding conversation. Because if I write
That's
it
a
in a
fact.
if I write it in a book and I use some sweet, beautiful wording, you gonna fall for the game. But if I just bring it to you raw, you might take offense because I'm too aggressive with it. You feel what I'm saying? There's a fine line
But you
between
might go look it
fuckery
up and
and
see
truth.
what you saying is real.
Yes, sir. And I say that. Listen, check me out. Go see if I'm lying to you. Please go see if anything I ever have said on my YouTube, period, is bullshit. If you can, I got corrected today. My lady corrected me today, so I'm open to be corrected. You see what I'm saying? You gotta keep on going. That's what the elder says, melanated people. There you go. Because we know these terms, these color codes is, it's a bunch of bullshit. That's why I say I'm
I got
speaking
an
loosely.
example for you too.
Talk to me, Ryan. Just imagine if we all
So,
joined together. Absolutely, Miss Lakers. Absolutely. But we were taught how to, be separate, divide and conquer. We got to come together. Like-minded motherfuckers got to come together. Steel sharpens steel. We got to be samurais out here. But go ahead, God. You was about to say something. See the future. You still there?
okay, yeah, I got so perfect example. Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
Internet, I had an issue.
I
Like
dig.
you were saying, as far as who it comes from,
Mm-hmm.
are you or do you know who Jane Elliott is?
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
Now listen, now that's the perfect example of what you're talking about. This is a Caucasian woman
Man.
who is right in the exact
Man.
with most of the shit she say, and she been ridiculed her whole life, dog.
Yep.
Just for telling the truth.
Yep. That's what they
Telling
do.
the truth.
That's what they do. If you speak out in opposition to the programming, you're going to get crucified. If you weak, if you got any weak bone in your body, then you might as well not even do that. And that's where the fear game, the fear tactics come in. Do you really want to be crucified by your own people? Do you really want to have to go through these wars? And some people will say yes, and they're going to get crucified, and our people will, and a lot of our people will follow that bandwagon and crucify it. Oh, he don't know what he talking about. Oh, did you hear about his personal life? Don't we want to judge that now? It's like, do you really want to go through that? Some motherfuckers is built for it, and some ain't. Jane Elliott, she ain't stopped. Her little ass, she like 4 foot tall, and she's going hard on everybody.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody. What did she say? I just
And
love her.
she said, who had my back the most through this? Because Caucasians turned their back on her a long time ago. Because she was teaching them something that they didn't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And teaching their children that. That's when the issue started with her.
Fucking up.
It wasn't them. Once she started teaching this in school, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because you breaking the young mind.
Yep.
And they don't want children to know what's real because it's a program.
It's a program.
What's real, I can't control you.
Mm-hmm. You gonna see me for the monster I really am.
Exactly. She said her father was a flaming racist. She said after I got to sit him down and talk to him about an hour, I had him in tears.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've been ridiculing and hating what you come from.
Mm.
But you didn't know you came from that. Because didn't nobody teach you that.
Then nobody, fuck that. You can't know that, your mom and dad and grandpa and grandma is on some trash. You need to feel like you're the bee's knees out this bitch. No, nigga, we all got a little history. You need to learn about yours. And everybody needs to know their culture. I watched the DMT video, what you see, and I saw the hexagon and pulled me in it and pulled me in like a cute. Listen, P Trimble. If you seen my one video, and this is off conversation. This is for that comment that was just left. If you go back on my Soul Scientist channel and you hear about my mushroom trip, it's fucking wild, bro. So I understand. I've seen a lot of shit. But back to the convo, you, you gotta look at what they do to us once we speak up. We're looked at as rebellious or an outcast, and this is the portrait they have to paint. You gotta remember, this is all still not you, but just talking in general. You gotta remember, this is all still a war. It's still a war for control. You know what I'm saying?
Controlling your mind.
That's it. We say, and this is what gets me. And I understand it. Everything we speak about, I do understand. We'll say white supremacy, right? And I ain't tripping. But hear this: in order for white supremacy to work, you have to feel inferior.
Facts.
That's the only way white supremacy works. Now, systemic racism does exist, but white supremacy is an idea that was incepted into our minds because this is still war. Listen to that, supreme. If you feel like, and we use these terms loosely, whites are supreme, that means that you feel that you are inferior. Now it works for them. This is chess on many levels. One thing the Army did do to me was wake my mind to so much bullshit going on in our community and our country. This is not a country. This is a corporation. This is business. They are handling business on us. You feel what I'm talking about? USA is a corporation. That's what it is. So everything that goes on is just another day of business. Oh, we still got control over the majority of these motherfuckers. All right, the day's going good. Business is looking good. They're still consuming our shit, but they want to bitch about it. How white people are doing this and that, but you're still contributing to it. So I guess business is going good again. King Oz, you said it. In facts, there it is. What's up, Crystal Ball? What's up, Savage? What's happening? Peace, gods. Peace, gods. Appreciate y'all tapping in. This is technically the second stream I did. 2 streams in a day. Ain't y'all proud of me? Goddamn. But it's a cold game. It's a cold game. We tend to forget we have a lot to play into the game. We have a lot contributed to keeping ourselves under oppression. You can't contribute to the enemy, then bitch about it. That makes no motherfucking sense. You feel what I'm saying though? It doesn't make any sense. We can't say, oh, my favorite show. This is bullshit and shoot. God damn, them kids is crazy. My favorite show is Friends. Okay, so peep what you just did. You contributed to keeping them motherfuckers going. What happened to Sister? What happened to Hanging with Mr. Cooper? You know, Ed and Malcolm and Eddie. Like, I used to love that show. You see, they're gone now. But we contribute. We say, okay, we don't want to give you ammunition to buy bullets, but we're going to buy out of all your stores. And we're going to bitch about and not even acknowledge the stores that we have. We steal property in the government eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are. We say we're citizens. That's a corporation. Look, all this is on my Patreon. When they get into the legal, I got a whole video called "Do Black People Deserve Reparations?" Ooh-wee, I'm not going to talk about it on here. You got to go check it out. I get into a legal discussion. I think my lady is here. But hold on, let me mute it so I can tell my kids they mama home. All right, people, my bad, my bad. I had to move locations when mommy come. When we walk in the house, our kids go crazy, and I love it. I can go to the store to get a
They
packet
supposed to.
to get a pack of cigarettes. When I run back in the house, it's Daddy's home. I love it. I fucking love it. But yeah, what was I? Yeah, we contribute. We're taught to be consumers. We're taught we were taught a lot. I wouldn't say taught. We were trained for a lot of shit, and it's just about how do we approach our peoples if they're so against ourselves. How do you approach somebody who's against you off rip, unconsciously, and don't know why? So whatever comes out their mouth is the training. That's the difficult part. Straw man fallacy, absolutely, Cristobal. And see, I was thinking about, going on what Cristobal just said. We know our straw man is the title that we were given. We know that our social security cards are our bank account numbers. We know this. What about trademarking your name? Peep the game. Your straw man, who you identify with, is a corporation that makes money. King Dumas makes money in the corporate America. So if we trademark this motherfucking title, we would be the benefactors of the corporation called John Doe. That's a whole nother conversation too. Ooh-wee. That's why I agree with Mr.
Talk about trust and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we not getting that deep right now. We got to get the basics. Black folks, we have been lied to. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no motherfucking doubt about it. If you grew up knowing the truth, that means then somebody kept you from the lie, but it's still out there. The best thing I would say is get with like-minded people or be more open to those conversations. And I can understand why you would be against it because it seems like I'm attacking your character as a person. Really, that's not the case. Sad to say, we've been lied to. I'm not even sad to say that shit because I've been knowing this shit for so long. I'm not sad about this shit no more. I'm not even tripping no more. Once you understand the play, you can't trip on it no more. You've identified the situation. It's up to you on pushing forward. We are divided. Some of us by colors, red, blue. Some of us because of popularity. Some of us because acceptance. Most of us by ego. I don't mean to attack your white God. I don't. Yes, I do. I'm bullshitting. You gotta see those plays, cuz that's all I'm saying. You just gotta see those plays. Remember, our people's gods are black. The original gods are black. The demons was always white. Always. And then you see what the foreigner comes and does. I think we were pretty accurate on that a long time ago. How you feel about that, God?
I mean,
The God concept is a motherfucker because now we're attacking belief systems. But these are all the tactics.
That's definitely true. But
You
you
know.
gotta go back to just where does that come from? It's all part
Mm-hmm.
of the game. If
Mm-hmm.
somebody wanted you to be powerful, if they wanted you to be as powerful as you are, you think they'd be lying to you?
They wouldn't.
If they exactly. But see that's one of the bigger problems that I have with us. We don't know how powerful we are.
Absolutely
Because
agree.
they've been telling us how limited we are since we could open the book.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why I feel like the due diligence always on self. That's why I think it was Velvet around the one of them said they got taught this knowledge early in age. That is a blessing.
Yep.
I knew innately inside that a lot of the stuff that we learned, they taught us was cap, but I wasn't of age to have the knowledge to dispute that.
Right.
So I didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's until I was able to go myself and find out these truths and hold them close to my heart.
Absolutely.
Is when things change. And like I say, that's a solo mission. But most of us, like you said, disagree. I always got an issue with somebody telling them something. When that person is trying to wake up something inside you that you don't
But when you do, oh boy, oh
Exactly.
boy, it's like when
Exactly.
Goku go from regular to Super Saiyan. That's what it's like. That's exactly what it's
That
like,
is exactly what it's like.
man.
Exactly what it's like.
Because it goes to your
But
crown.
you
You
know,
notice what Goku did, and this goes to the subliminal shit. When he powered up, it went to his crown chakra. His head turned. It started from black hair to blonde hair, even though that's a deficient thing. It's the symbolism behind it. When you power up, it's
exactly.
gonna go to your head. That's the understanding side. It clicks now. What's up, WW
And,
Fierce Gamer? Appreciate you, man.
and that's a whole nother door of
Mm-hmm.
wealth, information, and power that's opened up to you. But can't nobody drag you there. You
Uh-huh.
gotta get it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
People can listen to you talk, me talk all day. Until you do your due diligence and start to feel
It just sound good.
this information, is exactly, it just sound good.
Yeah.
You're feeding the ego. Feed your soul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't feed your ego, feed your soul.
And that's what's been played on us. Our ego got fed. It's a false ego. It's an imposed ego at that. Ooh wee. There's a book.
It's one that they built.
There's a book called. Let me grab it. I'm gonna let. Give me 2 seconds. I can hear you though.
It's one that they built. All the think about it like this, every history book that we read, every class from kindergarten to high school, the
Mm-hmm.
history is everybody but you.
Yep. These are the two
In all
books.
these books, we want nothing but a slave.
I show these books every time. This is called Black Skin, White Mask by France Fanon. Get this book. Also, The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. Get these books. Also, The ISIS Papers by Francis Cress Wilson. Get that book. These are the elders. You feel what I'm talking about? Not the elders. There's a difference between elders and elders. But get those books, and they also give a great perspective on how we've been turned against each other. What's up? You want a pretzel? Say please. You love me? Oh, give me a kiss, mister. Go get some pretzels, fool. Okay. Tell Sissy it's time for lunch. Man, but get those books. They give a great insight on the self-hate, the self-hate. But it also gives great insight on the plays that are being uh, uh, played on us. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself. Once you start to love yourself and understand the power, like the God just said, once you understand yourself, it's like a power up. It's it's a power up. That's the best way to put it. Because now you regain that power that they kept from you. Why are they keeping you from you? That's the question you ask, okay? Why is it that my teachers is white boys and white girls? Why is it that I'm seeing white people mainly on every show, television, and commercials? Why is it that when it comes to the music, it's our folks telling us to hurt and kill each other? Why is it that I'm only being promoted to be a rapper or a sports motherfucker? Why are these things don't? Those are entertainment for them. That's what it is. It's entertainment. We're going to let you say everything you need to say on this song because there's power behind music. And we know that you are a people of rhythm, vibrations, and energy. So while our music is talking about heartbreak and I love this girl and that girl, we're going to make sure y'all music is about shooting, selling drugs. And we're going to make sure we promote you on TV as crackheads or thugs or some shit. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all.
We, there are people, us, who
Mm-hmm.
are putting out good music.
Oh, man.
It's telling you what you are. We don't want to hear that Sharif shit. That's
Straight up.
That's safety.
Man.
So I'm saying it's not like you don't have guys and goddesses out here trying to tell you what
Right.
you really are. You just don't like the shit.
Yep.
Because you want to hear that murder rap all day.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes you feel empowered. How empowered you think you feel if you know that you're powerful in
For real.
of your thinking?
Right.
That'll make you feel way more powerful than you busting a gun at your brother.
Oh man. The game is deep.
It don't make sense.
The tactics are deep. These are deep rooted. And this goes back to something called genetic memory, genetic information. If I'm taught heavily, man, listen. If my grandpa, great grandma, and grandpa were taught ignorance, had to go through chaos, they're going to pass that down to my grandma and grandpa. They're going to pass it down to my mom and dad. You see what I'm saying? And by the time it comes to me,
that's what you call generational curses.
There we go. And what did I say earlier? That generational curse is ignorance. It's mind. It's mental. It's not materials. Like we say, we don't leave anything for our children. That's generational curses. Why is that? Because mentally we ain't on point. The generational curse is ignorance. You got to be on point. So my genetic information has went down to my kids. So I know my kids is going to have some ignorance to them because I'm an ignorant motherfucker if I need to be. But they're always going to be on point. They're going to pass that down, hopefully. You know, I can't tell you what the motherfuckers going to do when they grow up. But
you left them a breadcrumb.
That's it.
And that's the difference.
They got books. They got a library. They got daddy is writing their own books individually. Big motherfuckers. So they're going to have the blueprint. What they do with the blueprint, if I did my job well enough, is take advantage of it. You've already seen videos of my oldest daughter. She's on point. She could tell you what money is. She could tell you what it ain't. She could tell you who the first president is. The official, legit business. They could tell you what, these things you have to instill. And so all of the conversation building skills, the comprehension skills, the logic, the emotional, it starts as children. That's why they get us quick. Boom. Okay, the baby's born. Let's give them a title. I know their parents are ignorant, so they're going to go through with it. After that, let's get them into our education system where we can train these motherfuckers. Then let's promote ourselves on TV constantly. And then when we promote them, let's promote themselves under a bad light. Let's tell them black means death, which is crazy.
Hold on, I got one for you.
Talk to me.
Blackball, black cat, bad luck.
Bad luck.
Why is everything black bad? It's like I said in the song I sent you, God. You run everything light, but you're scared of the darkness.
Come on now.
He created you.
Created everything.
Let's think about this, family. 9 months in the queen's womb. What you in?
Yep.
Ain't no lights in there.
You're in something called primordial. Just the word. You don't have to say waters. You could just say primordial.
Exactly. But they stripped away the power of the darkness symbolism to us that we're afraid of it now.
This is why I brought up the black gods. The gods was black first. This is how powerful you are. This is how powerful you are. Once again, why would they keep these away from you? Come on now. Come on, man.
They keep it away from you because they want you powerless.
Come on now. Be scared. Black is death. Black is bad. Be scared of your own people. Be scared of your reflection. Only have this perception of black. And we use these terms loosely. I know how y'all is. Y'all eat me up on my wording, which you should. But he made a great point right there. A great point. Why is that? When everything came from the black womb, it even say this in your Bibles. From darkness, light came.
Let there be light, right? So
let there be light. What was exactly? Come on now. They give the hints. But this is only for the motherfuckers with eyes to see and ears to hear. You got to be on point. This is why I brought up Che Guevara and the guerrilla warfare tactics. Banned manipulation and strategies. 48 laws of power, art of war, 33 strategies of war. 48 laws of power, excuse me. These are the keys. You don't use them in just the physical, you use them in a mental. This is why chess was brought to the world. That's not a game just to have fun. They say it's a thinking man's game. No, it's a general game. These are tactics of war. You gotta be on code. You gotta be on point. Now, this is not to say go outside and beat up white people or weird, none of that stupid shit. Oh, we got. He said take action, so we need to beat the fuck up out of white people. It ain't nobody promoting the weird shit. You want to beat?
Said something real in the chat too.
I'm on it. What she said. Christ means recognizing the God in you from enlightenment. The Jew-ish in Romans turned Christ into a man, and that's another.
Especially with the 666.
And that's another thing. Peep gang. And I'm building on what the Queen said. That whole Christ consciousness shit, that was given to us by white folks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that whole concept of Christ was brought to you by white folks. Once again. They say such and such from Egypt was the first Christ. This is coming from a European's perspective, and I know. But you got to understand the tactics. He who controls the mind controls the body. This is a concept, but dig the concept. I run with the concept of understanding the highest potential I can be. What she say? I'm in the comedics. That is where a lot of the Bible comes from. They designed it to control us. Hey now, we as black people are entertainment to them. Period. Absolutely. Hoopers and rappers, and rap is trash. Hip hop is where it's at. I got a big one in the Bible. They say that God say that 666 is evil. Absolutely. Come on now. 18.
Just like you said, how many of us are scared of just those three numbers in that sequence?
Listen, I went to the store and something came up to 666, and the cashier was like, "Oh, I don't like that." I'm like, "Huh? You know what that means, right?" She's like, "Yeah, that's the devil." I'm like, "All right." But mind you, I'm wearing a swastika.
Exactly.
Look, I got it on right now. My kids broke one of the pieces, but I rock the swastika, the Ankh. I got my voodoo shit right here. Like, come on, son.
That swastika is a foreign concept to our people.
Man.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. Hitler knew.
I did a whole video. I did a whole video called Black Hitler. Go watch it. I did a whole video on it.
He got that geezer energy. He hooked up. He tapped in.
Listen.
And look where it took him and the civilization he was trying to run. I'm not saying good or bad. That ain't my job.
Right.
I'm just saying power is
right.
Power.
We just spoke on it. But Hitler, this comes back to genetic memory. Hitler has the main bloodline of African people. One of the main bloodlines, I believe, is haplogroup B1. I could be mistaken. B1. I think it's B1. Anyway, not to say he was a black person. You got to watch the video. I'm not about to get into it. But that genetic memory drew him to that. You see what I'm saying? It drew him to that. It's genetic memory. It was already in him. He's like, oh, I could have used any symbol. I could have used any of them. But I was drawn to a specific path for a reason. Absolutely.
They got us scared. See, that's intuition.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us trust it?
Mm-hmm.
How many of us trust it, really?
Peace, NFC.
I fell victim to
Hit
this.
that light.
And I'm not going to speak on the certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things that I have been drawn to since I was a child that I was told was wrong.
Yes, sir.
But innately something in me
yep.
knew. It was like, you need to look at this.
Straight
and
up.
stop listening to people telling you not to look at it because they don't feel how I feel.
Right.
Just like I used to see these things, get these goosebumps. So something inside me is like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I go ask somebody who's supposed to have some knowledge or an elder or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't look at that. That's witchcraft, boy. But
you ain't
that's
lying.
my intuition speaking to me. And that's something that don't nobody else hear. That's a private call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really worried about what nobody else feels. I'm drawn to this.
Right.
That's why I say, man, listen to your heart. Listen to your spirit. A lot of times, our higher self be trying to tell us, hey, you need to look into that. I didn't say everybody needs to look into that.
Right.
You need to look into that.
Right. Absolutely.
We have to listen to our intuition a lot more than we do. I don't really feel like a lot of us don't at this point. We coincidence is a big word. I don't believe in that.
We're almost on autopilot. It's almost like we're just
exactly.
on autopilot. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever I am already on, that's what I'm on, and that's it. That's it. Can't tell me. But Rhonda says, I respectfully disagree with you on Christ. Christ was stolen from us when they conquered Egypt. The concept of Christ is a foreign idea. I respectfully disagree, and I mean I respectfully appreciate that you disagree with me. But just check into it. That's all I would say. Just check into it. There's a lot of shit I'm gonna say. I've said that people disagree with. I ain't tripping. But it's all a part of the game. Not just what the Queen just said, but everything we've spoken on. A game is being played. It is a military strategy of war that has been played. It's called Armed. This is what the literal title is called. Just check into it. Armed propaganda. And this is a strategy. You can see this in politics a lot. When they want to get you to side with them, they'll use armed propaganda against their competition. And this is kind of what's been going on with us. This is a lot about what's going on. It's propaganda. We are a stereotype to the world, and then it's given back to us to the point where we believe propaganda. They'll say, they just say a lot of things. We don't have to keep going over it, but it's all about the word game. That's why the conversation thing I was so focused on, because a white scientist could lie to me in beautiful words. A black scientist could lie to me in beautiful words. These are just words. It's the action. All right, once I learn how to speak, I got to put it into action. Once I learn how to listen, I got to put it into action. When I discipline myself emotionally for conversations, I have to put that in action. I can't just say, God damn it, you don't believe me, you're not listening, because then, the conversation, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And never argue or debate with a fool. That's one thing you get. It don't matter who it is and how lost they may seem. If they want to continue and you can see their persistence and dedication to ignorance, let it go. Let it go. You're fighting a war that you can't win, and not everybody's going to make it out alive on this one. It might be your family. It might be your homies. It might be your lady. It might be your man. Woo, woo, woo. If you see that they want to be, don't get your feelings hurt, anybody out there. But if they want to be stuck on stupid, let them be stuck on stupid. Move on to the next mind, the next ear. Focus on the youth more so. For the elders is stuck in their ways for sure. And I'm talking elders. Olders, I have no respect for olders. There's a difference. Olders are just motherfuckers that grew old. They didn't contribute nothing back to the community, the youth, nothing. They just grew old, nigga. They in the neighborhood, they old people. Elders are the ones that have put in the work and dedication throughout their years to help the community, to help the people. Those are the motherfuckers I respect, not the olders. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that not every old person is an elder. Elder is a title that you earn of honor and respect. That's a concept that we weren't taught, though. We used to go to the elders for any quarrels, any beef, any confusion, for understanding. We would go to elders. We wouldn't just go to old people in our community. No. And this is what I had to learn. I was taking advice from motherfuckers I didn't need to take advice from, because I thought, oh, he's old and with age comes wisdom. But a lot of motherfuckers grow old and just ignorant motherfuckers. I'm sorry to say it. But it happens everywhere. You can see them in your neighborhood unless you live in some beautiful gated motherfucking community or some shit. But other than that, I just wanted to clarify that. There's a difference between olders and elders. Don't be fooled by the age. You got a lot of adults who are still children mentally, emotionally. So just beware of these motherfuckers, because these are the agents, if you will, that likes to fuck up a good movement. We want to use old people as our head representative just because they're old. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, babe. Did y'all eat lunch yet? Sorry about this, y'all. Hold on. Did they eat? Did they eat yet? All right. That's all I wanted. Appreciate that, Samantha Ross. Appreciate that. Appreciate that investment. I call it an investment, not a donation. Uh, I'll show you again though. So everybody can get these, and these are cheap books. I promise you. Go to Amazon. It's like $5 for this book. I promise you. It's a nice read. And if you look at any of my books, let me make sure. Well, I didn't really need to highlight that motherfucker, but every book I got for the most part, is highlighted. Most of my books are highlighted. Like this is a good book. Nature Knows No Color Line. That's a good book. Let me show you another good book. And I suggest everybody get this book. It's only like $4. 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro with complete proof. I got books for days. Hundreds of books. My plan is to order and buy every book that I've ever read. Hundreds of books. Hundreds of books. Eventually I'm going to get there. But I appreciate that investment. Samantha Ross, I do appreciate you. Thank you. But let me catch up on these comments before I get up out of here. If y'all want to continue the discussion, I'm on Discord right now. Oh, he getting a whooping. Y'all can jump on Discord with me and we can continue this conversation. I know he plugged up the toilet. He done did this 3 times. Anyway, build your library. Build your mental library. I'm going to do a live stream about books and we'll go over some books. Oh, here's another good book. I'm sorry. Once I get into showing books and try to help people out, I can't stop. The Jew, a Negro. Wait a minute, what? The Jew, a Negro.
You didn't stutter.
Right. So like I said, we can take these conversations in. Oh, here's another one. Last book reference. This is for adults and children. Know your history. This is a dope, amazing book, and the way they put it is it's like magazines, because you want to keep information from a motherfucker, put it in a book. Hey, you can't be doing that, sir. Give me love. It's okay. You gotta listen, buddy. Okay?
Okay.
You're gonna be okay. Give me kisses, mister. I love you. Love you.
Bye.
Let me smell you. You smell like toothpaste. Oh, okay. Oh, you was in the toilet. Get out of here. Don't kiss me. Oh. But by J.A. Rogers. And the way they put it, I hope you guys can see it. It's like a magazine with nothing but facts and history into it. Now, there are only brief descriptions, so you got to go study. But it's a dope book. And my kids love it only because we're in the book. I'm in the book. Hold on. So here we go. General Alexander Dumas. I'm a Dumas. My son's middle name is Alexander. So when they seen that they're in the books, I'm in here somewhere. Major Dumas. Once again, Major Dumas. These are books that you and the kids can read. You and the nieces and nephews can look into. These are also affordable books. Like I said, Black Skin, White Mask is like $5, $6. The Miseducation of the Negro was $5 plus a little bit of tax. So just those 2 books alone, that'll set you in motion. The 100 Facts About a Negro, that's like $7. It's like $7. So you're looking at $20 for 3 books. Something around $20 for 3 books. Now you have something to work on. That's how you build your library. And also, y'all can always get a book from me, and I'll get you one. You see what I'm saying? I'll write you one. I'm writing books as we speak. So, education is not necessary. Knowledge is necessary. Education is not necessary. Knowledge is necessary. It's a lot of motherfuckers who don't have an education or a very like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade education who know how to fix a complete car, who know how to do plumbing, who knows how to do architecture. You don't need education. You feel me? But yeah, those were those books, Rhonda. Don't read one book. Go read everything and watch you exactly everything. Folklore is all over the place. They can't agree on who Horus really is. His story has changed. Understand that the Horus, Osiris, these are concepts of self. These are selves. I know I read books. There's no proof to any theory out there, so I digress. These are concepts of self. You feel what I'm saying? It's more than just a story. It's you can even go far as to say it's metaphysical self. You know, these are what these things are about. Comedic symbols can be seen from the top of the White House that we designed and built. Huh? You see, this is why I love my family on here because we not no dummies, bro. We not dummies, and we know how to disagree. We know how to disagree properly. We know how to get our shit across. You know, like I said, see, the future is in. Let me show you what it looks like. He's on my Discord. I don't know if y'all can see it properly, but me and him is in here right now chopping it up. So after I get off of this live stream, this is still going to be up. We're still going to be in here. And so if you guys want to continue the conversation, just I believe the link is posted on my YouTube. I'm not on my YouTube. Yeah, it's on there. You go to that link. All you need is a profile name. You don't need a picture. You don't need one. And you just jump on and we can build this conversation even further. You might see a lot of yelling going on because I'm on daddy duties, but and make sure we good to go. Yeah. Yeah, that's the link. That's the link. Jump on. Continue this conversation. But I appreciate you. See the future, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for letting me on the platform.
Anytime. Like I said, we got something in the works, so we gonna get that.
Got something cooking up.
Y'all can look forward to that. This was just a nice little conversation. We have this all the time. We have a mutual understanding on a lot of things, but we're gonna be he's gonna be like a host, co-host, podcasting. We got some shit, man. Y'all better get on the train, man. Straight up, because we're gonna do book references. We're gonna be going over information, insight, perspectives. It's gonna be a lot of touchy subjects probably. Like today, race is always a touchy subject for people, but it's understandable. I think understanding will get you far. Don't be so closed-minded, and I can understand why we would be. We went over some of those things today. It's a lot of manipulation going on. So understanding has helped me understand why you might perceive something this way or that way. As before, if I didn't have that understanding, we would be arguing or I wouldn't want to listen or I'd just be acting ignorantly. So that's one thing we all have to push across to our people specifically, not the foreigners, not anybody else. Understanding. We got to come from an understanding perspective when we talk to our folks who are lost to a degree because they don't understand specifically. So one of us has to be able to have that understanding to get the conversation to where they're comfortable to be open. And so I've had to understand, like I started this stream with, not everybody's going to see it the way I see it. I have to understand that. Doesn't mean I like it or agree that I have to, but it helps so much. He was a man like you and I. You can visit his house if you go there. He learned Reiki, learned from monks, gained and unlocked powers just as we can, huh? But before I get out of here once again, if you guys want to invest, I like to use the word invest. You can invest at the Cash App, King Dumas 32, or the PayPal. Or simply by just spreading the word that it's a motherfucker like me out here talking that shit. I'm not no personality for YouTube. I'm just a regular motherfucker who likes to talk with his folks. And to let them know before they get here, I talk like a pirate. I talk like a pirate. So they won't be so, But I do appreciate you guys. Samantha Ross, once again, Simply Sam. I do appreciate the investment. Thank you. we can continue on Discord. I'll put the link up. You got to get it before I cut this off because then it's gone and you can't. And anytime you guys want to talk, maybe I'm not live, maybe True's not live, or Trigger's not live, or Queen Nika's not live or something, and you just got something on your mind, you can always come to this Discord. And if you come in and I see that you're there, we can build. We have private conversations, public conversations. This is the platform for everybody. So with that said, I do appreciate everybody who tapped in on both lives. Y'all didn't have to come back, but you did. I do appreciate that. I appreciate the support, and I'm probably going to see you guys in somebody else's live stream sometime today anyway. But have a good day. Enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day. We made it. We ain't promised the next hour, 2 hours, so appreciate every moment. And just have a good day, y'all. That, I'm out. Peace.